Good evening, this is Nerds to Human, and welcome to this, one of our general point of view historical battles. And today we're looking at the Battle of the River Trebia. We saw this already with the AI only, and well, spoiler alert, you should watch that one first, but we actually saw an AI victory. It wasn't easy mode, it was with a bit of a hint and suggestion and tactical timing of switching on the AI, but we managed to see it. So I'm not really expecting me to have the struggles that we saw at Teutoburg Forest. That is a very tricky battle to do when you're following the general's camera. But this one, well, as we can see by the army setup, yeah, Hannibal doesn't really have any troops on his unit, so we can afford to just sit him on the hill and let the battle take place in front of us. So that's what we're going to do here today. We're obviously putting this up to very hard. If you're interested in the history, by the way, there is obviously the history here, but we do that more on the the AI only before. So I'll dip into some of the history perhaps, but we focus more on that on the previous part. So yeah, it's the cavalry that's really going to be our key units in this battle here. And as I say, the general at the back, I'm not really going to engage with him unless things have gone horribly wrong. So yes, we have Longus over here with 8 experience. He's looking quite brutal. Velites are easy breaks, relatively speaking, and that's what I suppose is going to be potentially useful for us. Other than that, well, they've all got a lot of experience. This could be an interesting affair, but as I say, we got the elephants and we got the sacred band with 5 experience. They are really what's going to do the brutal work. Solid enough infantry, but against 5-6 experienced Roman infantry, they will inevitably lose. So we'll head into battle and we'll see how this goes.
The River Trebia, 218 BC. Having sworn an oath at his father's deathbed, the young Hannibal Barca, general of the mighty Carthaginians, sets out to destroy the Romans. Having lost many men marching across the freezing Alps, Hannibal gathers the survivors and prepares to face the might of Rome. His forces are no match for the Roman legions. Hannibal must use the element of surprise if he is to have a chance. He hides his finest cavalry in the forests, and then sends his Numidian mercenary cavalry across the river to lure the Romans into the trap. The Romans take the bait and chase the Numidians back across the freezing river. And the scene is set for Hannibal to stage his ambush. Timing is crucial. If his cavalry charge too soon, they'll be isolated and cut down by the Roman infantry. If they charge too late, the Carthaginian front line will buckle before the Roman advance. Hannibal also knows that he must use his elephants to create fear and terror. Failure to use these 2 key units to maximum effect will spell disaster for Hannibal's campaign against Rome.
First things first, then we're going to switch over to general camera, which of course will be restricting us quite significantly to this position here. But unlike Teutoburg Forest, we don't need to be moving around. We don't need to use this general to do the heft of the damage. We just need to give orders. And we have a beautiful view on top of this little hillock. I would show you more of this little hillock, but we can't move. That's very much the point. So, as we looked at with the AI only, we obviously have our infantrymen in the centre here. Now, yeah, we had the Gauls on the flank, and I'll probably keep them in the flank, which makes more sense for my battle. We're not going to worry about the full, curled in concave envelopment thing. We'll instead just try and get our men into position. So, yeah, I think first things first, get these guys to come and join in behind the infantry line. In fact, let's just sort out this infantry line first and foremost. We're largely in the position we want to be. We are going to put those barbs on the flank. That's looking pretty good. And yes, we'll gain our skirmishers into a nice line behind. Very similar to basically how I set up the AI in the AI only the second time round. Because we essentially want these guys to just hold this central line while we smash them with the cavalry. So yes, elephants, likewise, just getting out to the flank. We'll leave the cavalry for the time being. You guys, likewise, out to the flank. We won't charge them in straight away. What we're going to do, obviously, is take advantage of them approaching us. Now, we do the cav out here. 2 units of Sacred Band. They are going to go flying into the Equites. That is absolutely fine. We have Barbarian Cavalry there, and we have Numidian Mercs. I'm going to send these guys to do some skirmishing. Now, okay, they'll probably lose that encounter because they do have 6 experience. But they should just be able to skirmish them. And assuming they manage to skirmish them properly, that will at least keep them distracted for quite a while. These guys, I'm just going to send them over here just to move them into position whereby they can hopefully come and help the Numidians, because I want those cavalry to come in and smash eventually. These guys will be able to do a much more immediate job. So let's, I think we've got everything set up here. Yep, let's head on into battle. So everyone's just going to get running, to be honest. I am just going to send these guys charging forward. We just need to be a little bit careful with them. The Numidians are already doing their job. Okay, just got to keep a close eye on a few of these things. Velites, as long as these guys don't stop and throw javelins at us, we're absolutely fine. We're going to let them run back for a moment, and then we're going to swing across into these guys. We're not actually going to hit them either, but that's fine. We're moving them out of position. And as long as these guys are still eager, they're fine. They're eager. That's great. We're going to hit this one instead. What about you guys? Equites are being javelins. You know what? We'll just charge them in and keep them both busy. You are probably going to win that pretty quickly, aren't you? Yes, they're broken. Perfect. Okay, get those cavalry over there. You guys just pin them. Both of you just slam them together. Those guys are still eager. I'm going to tell these guys what to shoot at. Just shoot into the centre. Thank you. We don't want to be shooting at our own guys. We'll just mop up that unit straight away. And with them gone, that's beautiful. Do we need help against these guys? We might do. We'll just send them in just to go and help. These are now ready to go and smash that general in from the rear. Elephants, 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 elephants. Velites, we don't want them to be getting into you. We're just going to load the elephants for a sideways sweep. They're just going to run straight through this infantry line as soon as that opportunity happens. The Equites did actually lose that already, which is great news. Barely lost anything there. So, Triarii, yeah, you know what? Do we need to worry about these? You know what? Yeah, we will come and swing back in front of these Velites because they might start throwing javelins, and we don't want that to happen. You guys, yeah, just do what you're supposed to do, which is come and be a pest. You go and just skirmish those Triarii. That takes 1 unit out of the battle, and honestly, those Numidian mercenaries aren't going to do a lot of slam damage. These guys can come up to the front. That's absolutely perfect. In we go to the general. Oh, I can't watch it, can I? Because I'm on general cam. Okay, this is 8 experienced general, but we just slammed him in the rear with our Sacred Band. Oh, they're turning around quick. Yeah, get out of there. That's fine. You've done good work. Down to 3. That's what you want to see. These guys have got themselves caught with a Triarii. We don't want that. Javelins coming into their Velites. Okay, these Velites haven't decided to throw it at the elephants just yet. Barbarian Cav, can I get you right across the front? That's the plan. Swing them across the front. And it might just be a distraction. Yeah, those Velites are running back. So maybe just get those Cav out of there. They're not going to be of any help in that position. Fine. We need... Oh, we got these guys stuck in the melee. That's not what we need at all. Okay. Elephants, are you ready? Because these guys need to get cleared out. But once they're cleared out, this is going to be brutal. Right, you're out of javelins, which means you can't actually do any more of that skirmishing. I think it's time for you just to charge across the front of all of this. These elephants are just going to wait a moment before they do that same thing. Let's get the warband onto Shouty Shouty. That's excellent. Velites back there. Yeah, you just pounce into them. You can do some mopping as well. Honestly, I don't think you're going to be too vital. You're going to head into there. They're going to start potentially running in at us. Let's tell them just to smash into them. And this is really the position we want to be in now. Elephants. Oh, we're not going to get the full view of the elephants, but we're going to see the elephants charging now. Charge. Okay. These guys got poked by the Triarii because I'm a fool and forgot what I was doing. Just charge to the back of them. That's what your job is now. Charge to the back. You guys, yeah, just hit that Roman general. He's in a bad position. And in come the elephants. Yes. Yes, we just stormed through both lines, front line and the rear line. Just keep charging. Keep charging. Keep charging. And I don't really want them to break. Down goes the general. Was that the Numidians? It was the Numidians. Excellent work. Oh, lovely. They lured them into the trap and they finished the trap as well. Excellent news. And with that, elephants, you're going to... Actually, both elephants swing into the rear line for a minute as we just try and see what we can do. Yeah, these guys... Okay, we've got some cav over here. You're not the best, but your charge will do some nice, delicious death. Okay, you charge into them. You don't need to run that far away, thank you very much. Charge up the hill, try and get the trap. Yeah, you just swing out there. Elephants. Well, if I left them in for too long. I left them in for too long. Darn and blast. Didn't mean to leave them in for that long. Okay, elephants, charge this way. Try and get your morale back. Try and get your morale back. Just get out of there. They're broken, but they're not running amok. That's good news. We might get them back. Okay, Cav have charged into that flank. This was looking excellent, but it's just starting to concern me a tiny bit. You... That's Triarii, Thomas. Yeah, run into those guys back there. That's absolutely fine. Elephants are going to charge into that rear now. Okay, that's good. That's what you want to see. And into this unit, please. Into this unit. They have absolutely cleared out the right flank. That is just what you want to see. Which means you can swing back down the hill into those guys. Elephants are still doing an excellent bit of work. These guys are getting shot. Don't really know what's happening. Triarii at the rear there. What we need to be shooting, please. Just shoot the Triarii because they don't like that. He's going to be running for our own men now, my good sirs. Good charge, but job now done. Right, these guys are not running amok, but they're still routing. Can we get the elephants to come join the party? Get back in position, my elephants. No, my elephants in position. We pretty much won it here by the looks of this. Okay, some cavalry doing some filthy work. Barbarian mercs. Okay, you need to get back in position because at some point I'm guessing you decided to flee. Okay, what have we got? We got Principes. They can go down. Anything that's not Triarii, we're just going to... Oh, yeah, they're dead. Yeah, grab the elephants. Send them in the rear. We're going to go and grab them. Oh, they're back. Yay, they listened. Excellent, we got the elephants back in the party now. You hit those Principes. They're Velites. You wipe them out. Barbarian mercs just charging down the hill. You know what? Yeah, you might as well get into those Triarii down there. Go and win that battle for me. Send in the Velites at this point, or the skirmishers, sorry. We're pretty much done here. And let's send in the general. Let's send in the general. Let's go for a little ride. You march. Chop them down. Who's still fighting, by the way? Ah, there is some over there. You guys go and finish off those Principes. In fact, let's send in the general. Actually, no, let's not send him into the elephants. Let's not send him into the elephants. We've suddenly got a much worse view of the battlefield. And welcome back to Tutorberg Forest, where we can't see anything that's going on in the battle whatsoever. And there's the victory. Glorious stuff. Maybe the Cretan archers can stop shooting at this point and we'll chase some people down. Lovely work, Hannibal. Victory and glory. And, well, we have quite a lot of our troops here. There we are. Only 20% lost. Pretty darn good. Maybe not quite as good as the official victory in real life. What was it? 3,000 to 5,000 Carthaginian losses. 20,000 Romans. But you know what? We've done a pretty good job. We'll just get everyone to start chasing people down. That'll be lovely. And victory is ours. Some of them will be easier than others, I suppose. We're going to get Hannibal back to the main part of the battlefield now, because I can't see a thing in this forest. Okay, outwards we march, and cavalry. You know what? I don't know where that unit is, but wherever that unit is, we can kill him. I always felt like on Rome Total War I wanted a search and destroy button, and that couldn't be more true than right now, because yeah, you just want to be able to like charge them down sometimes, and sometimes it's a bit of a faff to go and hunt every last one of them. But there we are. Some of them will make it back over to Publius Scipio and tell him what a fool his fellow consul, his now dead consul, has been. Heroic victory. Hannibal Barca has won a great victory. And yes, Captain Tiberius once again. Not sure why it's him. But what have we got? 54 casualties inflicted. That's impressive considering we did nothing. They inflicted 2. They just held the line. That's all they needed to do. Skirmishes 29, 26. They had good experience. They would have done good damage on that hill. Well, they did a little bit more. Sycopan Cav 300. War Elephants 187. They did great. They didn't even rout those guys. Armoured Elephants, much less, but they were routed for half of the time. They lost an elephant, which is probably why they routed. They did charge into the rear Triarii. And they probably hit them before the other elephants. I suspect that's what happened there. The Numidian Mercs actually did a nice job. Took out the general himself. Sent them into a bit of a tough battle there, but they finished it off. Sycopan Cav did heavy damage before it. 215, 189. Yeah, a good 400 between those 2 sets of men. There were only 80 of them, and they cleared out 400. Barbarian Mercs, double kills, nice. Barbarian Cavalry Mercs, massive amount of kills there for a terrible unit. And Provincial Infantry, yeah, nice. No casualties just sustained on those Provincial. Lovely. Christian Archers, that's taken out a full unit by themselves. Oh, just magnificent. We've even healed up some of our men. Unfortunately, that elephant won't make it. Unlike in the real battle where it said that maybe only 1 elephant survived, on this occasion there's only 1 elephant that died. Absolutely magnificent stuff. Well, not all of these historical battles in the general's point of view will go as easy as this. I thought yes, Tutorberg Forest was always going to be the most difficult for obvious reasons that I've already explained, my many excuses. But this one's kind of perfect, really. You've got a small unit, you don't need to send him into battle, and we're on a nice hill with all the view we need. So yes, lacking some of the cinematics, I suppose, but it's interesting playing like this. Quite enjoyed it. We'll see what the next one is. I'm probably going to continue following the votes. If indeed people are interested in seeing more of these, I very much enjoy making them. So for now, I will leave you. If you do want to support the channel, do become a member. Do join up on Patreon or give a small donation on Ko-fi. We're very much stepping up the production of videos since October, so do join in. I want to see really how much it's possible really to use this instead of full-time work. We shall see how it all goes, but I'm very much loving making all this extra content right now. It's a lot of good fun. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm Thomas, this is Nerds the Human, and this has been what is it? This is the general point of view historical battle for the Battle of the River Trebia. Thank you, and bye-bye. In come the fire arrows, and if you're not aware, by the way, this is actually a traditional Bourbon greeting. It says, come and dance with us, come and dance in the flames, come and dance and die on our streets. We have ourselves a foothold in Italy. They broke! We had them entirely surrounded.